Well, ladies and gentlemen, our 2025 inaugural Firelands United season has come to a close. It was a wild first season, to say the least. A lot of great stuff happened. We figured out some stuff along the way. We overcame some challenges, and we really had a blast. Personally, it was so much fun and so exciting to get this group of players together to buy into something that really never existed in this area before. I do want to start by saying thank you to all of those players, because we would have obviously not had a season if it was not for you taking a chance on what we're trying to build here. So guys, thank you so much for being a part of that first inaugural roster. Some more thank yous to dish out. Of course, our coaching staff who volunteered their time this season. They also jumped on board not knowing what the heck Firelands United was, what it could be, what they were getting themselves into, but they were awesome. They were rock stars and helped make sure that we had a successful season where, spoiler alert, we finished second in the table. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you to all of the families, parents of our players, and fans that joined us on the sideline. You brought the atmosphere, especially to something that you guys were just buying into and not really fully understanding at the start of this season. It was so awesome to see the energy that you guys brought. It was such a blast, and I'm looking forward to building on that in our future seasons. And a big thank you to all of you who joined us, not necessarily in person, but the fans that joined us virtually. So if you tuned in for the stream where I was live streaming all of our matches from the sidelines, so I got to interact with some of you in the chat, that was so much fun. For all of you that followed along in our vlog series, which this video is the end of our 2025 vlog series, we have the 2026 season vlog series starting up really soon as well, so make sure you're tuned in for that on our YouTube channel. And for everybody that jumped in on our social media and engaged with the club, hyped up the players, it's awesome seeing all of you on there and building an online community and fan base around this club as well. And a final thank you to the teams in the league for kind of figuring out how all of this worked on the fly. Because we had some teams who are established clubs who have youth programs and then jumped into this Nozzle Northwest Division for the first ever season. And then we have clubs that were like ourselves, Firelands United. We are just building from scratch and starting at the ground floor. So figuring all of this type of thing out, of running like a minor league soccer team, can be quite intense. So it was fun playing against you guys on the field, and I'm looking forward to more of that next season. And of course, we can't forget to talk about our sponsors and our partners that joined us in this first season. Just like our players joined in not fully knowing what to expect with Firelands United, our partners and sponsors did the same thing. So thank you guys for supporting us this season and jumping on the bandwagon and supporting Firelands United. We will have a lot of other sponsorship and partner opportunities for 2026. So if you are a business out there and want to get your name attached to a super cool, maybe even the hottest minor league team in Northern Ohio, hit me up. We'll be, of course, sharing some of that information out on our social media as well, so stay tuned for that. Okay, one final thank you. I swear this is the last one. Thank you to everyone that just supported the club in general, whether you interacted with us on social media, whether you were a fan on the sideline, whether you're a family member of one of our players, whether you're our players or an interested player or someone that just tossed us a question during the season. Thank you for interacting with us and being a part of the Firelands United family. We have so many exciting things to come, and I'm looking forward to more seasons, and specifically next season when we kick off some cool stuff. So stay tuned. Now, I wanted to do three things with this video. One, say all of the thank yous, which I think we did, so thank you. The other two things are, one, putting a wrap on our 2025 season vlog. So this is the end of our 2025 season vlog, the final video. 2026 season vlog. We'll start with our tryout vlog for 2026. So be on the lookout for that on our YouTube channel. And the final thing that I wanted to do is recap our season. Look back at 2025, our inaugural season as a club, and see some of the highlights. And it was a pretty solid first season. We were 6-0-3 overall. So that's 6 wins, no ties. We were the only team to not tie a match during the whole season, and then 3 losses. We had a +1 goal differential, which did fluctuate quite a bit during the season, but ending on a positive, we can't beat that. We did make it into the playoffs, But caveat, every team made it into the playoffs this first year. However, we did something better than the other teams. We were able to host a playoff match because our record was so good, and we ended up second in the table to end the league. Not only that, we made it to the final day. It was decision day. The winner of our final regular season match was crowned champion of the league. So it was us versus Valentis. Quite an intense matchup all season long, and unfortunately we fell just a bit short, but a heck of a season, a heck of a way to end our first ever league campaign. We played in a cup match where we went out to Akron and unfortunately lost 3-0 to them, but they are a much older club. They have a USL connection, so they're doing awesome stuff out there, and even with a short roster, we only lost 3-0, had some good chances, so I'm excited to see what our cup run looks like next season. We ended our league campaign with 18 points. Valentis had 22, and that decision day match, we were 1 point behind them going into that one. So exciting. Now let's look at some of the specific stats for our players this season. Thankfully, we did score a decent amount of goals throughout the year. Our leading goal scorer, if you followed along the club, it is no surprise, Reggie Johnson ended the regular season with 9 goals. Following behind him was John Slay with 4 goals, and then we had Luis Alvarado with 3 goals. We did have one hat-trick hero, which was John Slay, so that helped his goal numbers, and that is the club record for most goals in a single game, which is 3. Now, looking at our top assisters of the season, we start off with Alex Davidson, who had 4 assists in the regular season, and he had heck of a high school season after as well. Good job, my guy. Reggie Johnson also comes in as a top assister with 4 assists in the regular season, and John Slay making another appearance with 3 assists as well. We had 2 goalkeepers, both solid on our roster this season. It was so fun watching them because they have 2 different keeping styles, but both played such important roles on winning some of these games that we were able to win. Colin Beeler ended up having 63 saves on the season, and Luke Avers ended up having 23 saves on the season. Now, our single game save record is actually held by Luke. He made 13 saves in one of our matches, and Colin actually was 1 save behind him. In one match, he made 12 saves. Okay, the final category that we are able to track is yellow cards. Unfortunately, we do have a few players with a handful of yellow cards, and to probably everyone's non-surprise, we have at the very top John Slay with 3 yellows and Kevin Alejandro with 3 yellows. Both of them very much so like to argue and have conversations with the referee and other players on the pitch, so both of them have 3 yellow cards to their name. That's a little scary because if you get and accumulate 4 yellow cards throughout the season, you get suspended for a game. So thankfully they controlled themselves enough to sneak under that number. Connor Hogger and Reggie Johnson also snagged 2 yellow cards, so they're in the 3rd spot. And an honorable mention, your boy right here, I got a yellow card for an absolutely ludicrous call that was an incorrect call by a referee where a defender passed our guy the ball who was offside, but since it came from a defender, he couldn't be offside, and we were in on goal, but the referee blew his whistle and called it back. I went a little ballistic because that was just insane, and we were tied at that point, so that was a very important decision that could have changed and altered the outcome of that game, which was against FC Perrysburg when we were trying to claim the top spot in the league. All right, I'm calm. I'm relaxed. It's over now. I have my yellow card. We're good. Fam, it was a heck of a season. I am so excited for what we're building in 2026 and beyond. It's going to be another great year, so make sure that you stay tuned in to us on YouTube and all of our social media pages. We've got a lot of fun things planned. I will see you all in another vlog very soon with our 2026 tryouts and checking in with some guys that we're going to be potentially adding to the roster. Spoiler alert, there are some solid players that we're going to be signing, so I am stoked. And one final thank you to everyone that supports us over here at Firelands United Football Club. I have so much fun at being able to run this club and spread soccer through our northern Ohio area. And to all of you guys that are out there that are helping support soccer at the grassroots level, thank you for what you do. Now I will see you again in another vlog very shortly. Till then, peace, and as always, up the lands.